Hello everyone, welcome to Moksada. In this class we will study chapter 16 of class 11 biology, digestion and absorption. So this is the first chapter of human physiology, and this chapter is very important as far as your NEET exam is concerned. Generally 3 to 4 questions are asked from this chapter. So we will discuss this chapter thoroughly, step by step, line by line from the NCERT. Why NCERT? Because 95%, or you can say more than 95% of NEET questions are directly or indirectly picked from the NCERT. So let's start. Food is one of the basic requirement of all living organism. The major component of our food are carbohydrate, protein and fats. So major component of our foods are carbohydrate, or they are called carbs in short, proteins and fats. And they are needed in major portion. But vitamin and minerals are also required in small quantities. What does food do? What is the function of food? Food provides energy and organic material for growth and repair of the tissues. Tissues are made up of cells. So what does food do? Food provide the energy to cells, or you can say it repairs the tissues. And along with food we intake water. So what does water do? The water we take plays an important role in metabolic process. You must have heard about metabolic process, and also prevents dehydration of the body. Biomacromolecules in food cannot be utilized by our body in their original form. So let's suppose we do take carbohydrate, protein, fat, so they can't be utilized in their original form. They have to be broken down. They have to be broken down and converted into simple substance in the digestive system. And what this process is called? This process of conversion of complex food substance, that are carbohydrate, fat and protein, they are further broken down into simple absorbable forms, and this process is called digestion. And this digestion process is carried out by our digestive system, which we will study in this chapter. And that digestion is done by mechanical and biochemical methods. And biochemical methods are those methods in which some chemical reactions are involved. So we will see general organization of human digestive system. If you have any query, please let me know, or you can comment. So 16.1, digestive system. And the human digestive system consists of alimentary canal and the associated glands. First we will study about alimentary canal. So alimentary canal begins with an anterior opening, that is mouth. Here you will see, this is the mouth area. And it opens out posteriorly through the anus. So it starts from the mouth and ends at the anus, right? So here it starts at the mouth and ends at anus. Right? The mouth leads to buccal cavity, and buccal cavity is also called as oral cavity. Both are the same. Oral cavity and the buccal cavity are one and the same thing. So the oral cavity has a number of teeth and a muscular tongue. Each tooth is embedded in a socket of jawbone, and this attachment, the attachment of tooth, or you can say the tooths are embedded in socket of jawbone, and this whole structure, right, or this whole attachment is called thecodont. So you know what thecodont is? You can say the attachment where tooth is embedded into socket of jawbone. Majority of mammals, including human beings, forms two set of teeth during their life. First, temporary teeth, you can say, or milk teeth or deciduous teeth, right? So the temporary milk teeth or deciduous teeth are replaced by a set of permanent or adult teeth. And this type of dentition, what type of dentition? That there are two set of teeth in their lifespan. So this arrangement, this type of dentition is called diphodont. Diphodont. In your board exam, whether it is CBSE or state board, you can be asked the difference between thecodont and diphodont. An adult human has 32 permanent teeth. We will study this diagram too. So an adult person has 32 permanent teeth, which are of 4 different types. As you see, there are different type of teeth, so that's why it is called heterodont dentition. Hetero means different, so this is called heterodont dentition. And the 4 type of teeth are incisor. First are incisor, canine, premolar, and fourth ones are molar. So we can see the arrangement here. So you know there are 32 teeth, right? So you can divide it in 4 parts. Right? This is upper left, this is upper right, this is lower left, this is lower right. Right? So here the first 2 teeth are incisor, and this teeth, the third teeth from the center, is canine, and these 2 teeth are premolar, and these 3 teeth are molar, and that's why the formula is 2 1 2 3 upon 2 1 2 3, right? So we will come to the text now. So namely incisor, canine, premolar and molars Arrangement of teeth in each half of the upper and lower jaw in the order I, C, P, M, M. What do you mean by this? I means incisor, C for canine, PM means premolar, M is molar, is represented by a dental formula which in human is 2123 upon 2123. And along with this, you have to remember the dental formula of milk teeth or deciduous teeth, right? And the formula is 2102 upon 2102. So there are two questions, right? That how many teeth are there in a baby, or you can say in a set of deciduous teeth, right? So we will calculate it. 2 plus 1 plus 0 plus 2, and we know that we have to multiply it by 4. So 5 into 4, 20. So we can say that there are 20 teeth in a deciduous teeth set. Plus, which type of teeth is absent in deciduous teeth set? So this is premolar. Premolar teeth are absent in a deciduous teeth set, right? Let's move to our next line. The hard chewing surface of the teeth. You must have observed or seen that there is a very hard surface above teeth, right? That is made up of enamel, and it helps in the mastication of food. Mastication means to cut the food in, you can say, in parts. What we have studied, that in buccal cavity there is teeth and a tongue. The tongue is a freely movable muscular organ attached to the floor of the oral cavity by frenulum. That attached by frenulum, right? Here it is not mentioned in the diagram. The upper surface of the tongue has small projection called papillae, and some of these papillae bear taste buds. And what does taste buds do? It tells you which food you feel spicy, which food you feel sweet, right, or sour. So in this class we will study up to here only. We will continue this in our next class. Thanks a lot.